Accepting the facts, cause if we don't, to stand up and make yourself proud. Guess who? I'm back from my grave. Guess who? Great and it's your mate. We drive past selling out. Your mate numbers fluent. Past the boundary, summoning up to the darkness. Being my venomous nemesis, I learn while I evidence evidence. The genesis rather than prove what they mentioned will burn in the dirt. With new attention, given the need to search. It's all the same and all this pressure's on my brain. Wishing for a certain society, the one that doesn't lie to me. That's why you're going back to the grave. Yes, I'm not going to be a slave. Yay, the scene with no ability. Many are fake, acting like the ministry. It's time for them to wait because they won't achieve victory. Amen to warn you, I cross into your view. For all these elements, here's my relevance. An invitation to my situation.
Cheers, man.
Hey guys, I'm here with Skrazie, a local hip hop artist from Perth, WA. Just released his first album, Eminence, and is performing tomorrow, the 11th of August, at the Civic Hotel. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Ah, that's good. Alright, well, we're going to take you on a journey through Skrazie's launch to Eminence.
The main event, Skrazie. I'm really proud to call this guy my brother-in-law, almost. And I'm pretty keen to see him tear it up. So let's get a massive round of applause for Skrazie. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Here's the boy! Bust me, you release the beast. I kill it with these, bringing the hip-hop disease. Who the fuck invited me? I'll stop this party to please. So tell me, who the fuck is keen on getting loud, man? Who the fuck? Showing your proud man. Who the fuck? I said, who the fuck? That fucking Saturday, I know you know the feeling. It's time to hit the highway, and you know I'm willing. Sliding out of sideways, cruising and I'm chilling on the way to my driveway. No time to be killing. I'm hurt having a triple S, shit shaving a shower. Then I'm dressed to impress, be there within the hour. I never spell funnel without the word run. Can't ever just have one, 3 more before I'm done. On the way to my gig, the star's just begun. Mixing out a number 1, I'm the god of peace. Take it with me some breeze. Who the fuck he bust me? You unleash the beast. I kill it with these, breaking the hip hop disease. Me and the crowd, man, we tell you what's up. Me and the crowd, that's who the fuck.
Thanks, guys. Cheers for coming out tonight. Welcome to Eminence. I know you all came out to get a little bit Skrazie tonight. Are you having a good time or what? Fuck yes. I was going to ask you guys to come a little bit closer. You're pretty close, but maybe you could come a little bit closer.
One of the most random things that I heard was, who the fuck invited me, son? How did you come up with the triple S, shit shave in a shower?
Oh, that song was purely based on myself. We used to, as teenagers, go out to all the parties with each other, and it just became a thing. Like, oh, I just gotta have a shit, and then the next time it was like, oh, I need to have a shave and a shower, and then one of my mates one night said, oh, I need to have a shit, then a shave, then a shower, be ready, and then we just made it into the triple S, you know, shit, shave and a shower, phone, wallet and keys, and that's all you need, you know.
So Skrazie, tell me about yourself. When did you start your journey?
I started music about 4 years ago, and I always had the intention of finishing an album and doing a gig. A little bit. It's pretty cool though. I recorded my first track, Inspiration, which isn't on the album, back in 2014.
What's your favourite song on the album?
I'd have to say Typical. Typical's a favourite song, even though I haven't done a video clip. I always wanted to.
So what's the last typical thing to piss you off?
Oh man, funny you should say that. This morning, I was asleep, half asleep in bed, and I hear this, and I'm just like, I'm too tired for that shit. And then next minute, it's like bang, bang, bang. So I get up to see who it was, and it was the damn postman outside trying to deliver me my parcel while bashing my door down. So by the time I got out there, he was gone. And I was just like, typical, woke me up, I don't get my parcel. You know, just typical.
That happened to me this morning, but I caught the postman as he was putting a little slip into the mailbox.
Come on guys, I need you to put your hands up for this one. Now this, in a typical day, but then you typical life. I know it's typical to say, or the typical strive. But I see the way it repeats every day. You learn to accept the face, just a typical day. You make a mistake, I said that you should say, so it's not a typical day. Don't get boom, trapped in a damn boom. Just can't do, thinking next thing do, especially in the damn boom. We made it, can't do. Hurry, don't move, just and tell things that they tell you is all what I tell them. There's illegal in the same time as the critical. Consistency's a miracle, but I guess that's difficult. Hands up! I know it's typical to say, it's full of typical strife. But I see the way and it repeats every day. You learn to accept the same, it's just a typical day. But I see the way and it repeats every day. You learn to accept the same, it's just a typical day. It's the way you use the power, you're good enough. No matter how, but I'm different than that. You understand? I'm going to get you putting back down. Different than me, it puts us on, but I think it's all here. And makes it feel alive, singing to that dance. It's the way typical thing I've seen around. And we're gonna touch to it all when I say it down. Come on, clap with me! The typical is true, but it might be it's so useless I can't believe it. The typical is true, but it might be it's so useless I can't believe it. Thank you guys, thanks.
So did you do poetry in school? Is that the reason you decided to pursue a career in music?
I never did poetry in school, I never did drama, I never did music. I should have, wish I did, but what really got me into it was just music itself. I just always liked music, and there were so many new artists coming out 10 plus years ago that just inspired me to think, you know, I want to do something with my life, I want to move people, I want to make people happy, people smile, I want to inspire people. So the best way I found that I could do that is to start writing music. And I've always liked hip hop, so it works out well. Okay, this next track was the most requested, and it's good that you're close. And unfortunately, the features can't be on stage tonight, but you guys asked for it, so you guys are going to get it. This track goes out to your mate. Who be all love to hate, other than stalking. He be always talking, right there in the way. The things that he said up there, you straighten up your beer. Now let's make it clear, he's doing something stupid. When you make stupid, to make sure that what he does is useless. I go to board, but then burn. Saying this verse, cause every single mate gets by this verse. I don't hesitate to call it your mate. Walking down the street and it's your mate. It's not to run away, stories they play, but the truth is that they're boring and fake. The terms of the blues are we walk to the bank, but walk to the bank, and walk to the bank. One more time! Coming out the road, walking down the street and it's your mate. We're trying past it, your mate. I get it from you all and it's your mate. Check around it, yes, I don't hesitate, cause everybody knows it. Your mate, so why is it there, ignoring his mate? He starts to run away, stories they play, but the truth is that they're boring and fake. The terms of the blues are we walk to the bank, walk to the bank, we walk to the bank.
One of your tracks titled Changes. One of the other artists in this world, name one of their tracks Changes is Tupac. Does that mean he's inspired you for that song?
That song, yeah, exactly. That's where that title comes from. What I've written is my point of view in my life to do my version of it. Initially inspired me to get into hip hop were Tupac and Eminence, which are the big ones, obviously inspires a lot of people. Who really inspired me to write my own music was basically Pez, Bliss and Esso, Hilltops, all the big names in Australia. I think Pez was probably the biggest one. Even 360 when he came in I first heard of him, I thought that was very inspirational. Even Cursor's very inspirational, I think. They inspired me to write my own music. I'd have to say that the ultimate goal for me when I started, and still now today, is to do a national tour of Australia. If I can do the 5 big states for an album release or a single release, if I can do a national tour, that's the ultimate goal for me. I also want to make people inspired. I want the generation after me to be inspired by my stuff so they can create their own stuff, whether it's music or whatever they're interested in. Yeah, well, exactly, yeah. The fact that someone can come out of nothing and create something that will inspire people. Experience is the most powerful thing in life, you know, and everyone deserves to have an amazing rush of an experience. On that note, sorry to ramble on, but I have a mate, his name's Trekking Joe. I'm not up yet, so hold your screams till later. I've got a mate here tonight, his name's Joe, and he's actually doing something amazing with his life right now, something that we'd most of us would be way too scared to even consider. But basically, what he's doing is he's walking from Perth to Sydney in a cart across Australia. I just want to bring him up to the stage here right now, just so he can have a few words, let you guys know what he's doing, let you guys know what he's all about, and if you guys want to help him on his journey, you know, that's fucking cool. Here you go, man.
Already got the stage right, here we go. Yeah, so Skrazie said it right, he's a good friend of mine. I'm friends with his Mrs. Ash, and yeah, so basically tomorrow, 9:30 in the morning, I'm walking to Sydney, and but I've got a walking cart. I'll have about 100 kilos in it, which I pull behind me. It'll have food, water, swag, tent, the rest, and yeah, I'll be walking 30 to 50 k's a day, every day for 6 months. The reason I'm doing this is for my own personal growth. It's something that I've always kind of thought about and wanted to do. But I'm also doing it for a charitable cause, a great organisation called Sane Australia, and they are a great cause to help people with complex mental issues like depression, anxiety, things like that. And I hope to raise a good amount of funds for them. And I'm just going to do this walk and have the time of my life. I'm sick of working, I'm sick of the daily grind, and this is my kind of way out of it yeah, thank you.
And right now, he's the biggest inspiration in my life.
If you guys want to follow me, my Facebook page is Trekking Joe, TREKKING JOE, Trekking Joe, and my Instagram is Trekking with Joe. We've already done some pretty crazy stuff like hiking the Larapinta Ranges, rock climbing, just lots of training and things like that. But I've been training for 9 months, I've had it all documented, and now leave tomorrow.
People in your life that are doing inspirational things or are succeeding will help you succeed. Not just because of opportunities that they might be able to give you, but the fact that the mental stability increases and improves when you're around successful people. And I feel without having successful people in your life, you're generally going to fall down into a rut, which I'm sure a lot of us have done, including myself. So it's good to see that you're taking inspiration from other people.
So if you want to follow the show, please do. It's going to be great. I was meant to bring my stickers and I fucking forgot. Pissed off about that. I was going to hand them out and slap them up in the toilets. Actually, no, I wasn't. But you know, if you want to follow the journey, it's Trek and Joe. It's for a good cause, and it's because I want to do it. Thank you.
I don't think you guys are ready for this one.
I'm standing right here with the phone with no doubt. I'm gonna die in the phone, you're gonna be a shout. But it is no thanks to my mouth. Eminence shows success in here. Aim for you to learn today. Just remember the name I have to say. Right here just shows how keen I am. When it comes to rap, you know that I'm the man. As a rapper, I aim for you to learn today. Just remember the name I have to say. Right here to expose that this is my plan. I'm climbing up with the rap, so I'm rocking that span.
Getting married at the end of the year. Woo! Woo! So yeah, November 10, getting married, which is a huge thing because I've never been married before. And we went to Japan at the start of this year on top of Hakuba, which is a snowy mountain, and proposed on the snowy mountain, which was probably the scariest thing that I've ever done. But at the same time, the best thing I've ever done. So yeah.
I got a few shout outs right now. Quick shout out to Nick Roberts, my future brother-in-law. Thank you for everything you've done and hosting tonight. Fucking amazing job. Also, I'd like to make a quick shout out to Staves and Five Pass. You guys killed it. You guys are fucking sick. Keep it up. And a special shout out to From Here On In. Even though this is mainly a hip hop gig and you guys might feel a little bit out of place, you fucking own that stage. And that's what music's all about. It's about coming together and creating something out of nothing, no matter who you are or what you do or where you come from. So special shout out to you guys, and who knows what the future's going to hold for us. I'm sure it's going to be fucking amazing. Quick shout out to Rob Shaker and Andrew Wright. They're probably not here tonight, but they both spent countless hours mixing, mastering and producing the album Eminence, so I really appreciate that. Quick shout out to Trekking Joe, you're the man, and I will be seeing you up tomorrow morning. Also, shout out to Marcone and Scotty. You guys are doing the videography and the photography. You guys are fucking awesome. It's a crazy world we're living in, cities smashed out on the ground. It's a crazy world you're sitting in to be found and crashing down. I wish it was picture perfect, but I'm thinking, is this worth it when all the struggle in the end? Force the whole knuckle to a friend, but might just be intended for our lives together in hands. Now through this I showed my rapping, I've accepted all the changes and I pursued to succeed. But sure enough it seems the unexpected would proceed. Unexpected circumstances not detected, you can't plan this. Us conduct a cipher for us to grab our thoughts, so we then could write the lyrics for our reports. But
But everyone standing lost, he was on fire, running around. I wasn't sure what to do except to extinguish the flame. Doing the best I could do, while ignoring who was to blame. Every noise was blocked now, and finally the flame was there. Rushed straight to the hospital, the only place that seemed logical. Standing there waiting for the result, looking for whom I was to consult. We had received some good news, and lucky all the wounds had healed. It was weird from my point of view to see how quickly he appealed. But there was no one to blame, only the stupidity that came. It was a real life horror story, occurring but more gory. I can't understand the crazy things, so maybe that's why Skrazie drinks. At a certain time I didn't know it, but I had crushed his whole world. He shoved me back to the clothes with an evil black death stare. Straight attacked against my will, he took a swing right then and there. Stepped back, I dodged it easily, I was drunk though still alert. Knowing this wouldn't end peacefully, I stumbled, he grabbed my shirt and pulled it over my head. While I quickly swung around, never made a stepped in, and had knocked him to the ground. Taking my shirt off, he was dropped, looking pretty damn dead. I dripping down his nose, cause the bone was broken. He had been all exposed, not a word was ever spoken. My mate had my back, unexpected just at that.
Congrats on your new album, Eminence. Is there any other albums coming out? Do you have any other songs coming out soon?
I'm going to be working on the next album. I haven't got a name for it yet, but the first track's done. I'll be playing on the night. I won't be performing it.
Okay.
And that one's called Vindictive Perception.
Let's go and have a look a bit more into Skrazie's life.
That's what I learned so far. Should really put my hat on, my hand's a mess. You want to see two hands? You got two hands. This is my baby. She's a bit dirty under there. But yeah. The 1.3 litre turbo with all the fancy looking fruit on it. Yet to upgrade it. One day I'm going to rebuild the motor, which is over there.
Nice, man. How long have you had this car for?
It's hard to say. Since 17? No, I'd have to think about that. Maybe 19 actually, I think. So I'm 27 now, so I've had it for 8 years. It's been painted for probably 4 years by now.
Oh, wow.
It just lives in here. I take it out on rare occasions. That was my hobby before music. That was me in the shed doing this. It is my favourite. I might write a song to this one day.
When did you first start playing the keyboard?
I probably had it for about 6 months now. I haven't really practiced much though. Bit much. But yes, that is the piano. Alright.
Man, I honestly believe anything's possible. That's why I'm here tonight. That's why I'm preaching out on this song. Yeah.
I see my skill rise up when the words collide, and then the doors that were shut are now igniting. I tell you what's up with what I provide, and like a jury and a judge, so I keep this alive. I lyrically adapt to the pressure I'm binding, and I rap until I snap just to make it exciting. I'm here saying that you can achieve within all yourselves is the biggest belief. I'm here saying that you will receive within all ourselves is the power to increase. Anything's possible, you can't see. I know it's the only obstacle for you and me. Anything's possible, you can't see. I know it's the only obstacle for you and me. Don't hold back and stop our demand, cause I was told that when I tried to expand. To use as a strength wasn't always the plan, and now I have no regrets since the time I began. Power to increase, anything's possible, you can't see. I know it's the only obstacle for you and me. It's possible, you can't see. I know it's the only obstacle for you and me. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't do something.
Thanks, guys. This one's a little bit dark.
You know what we need. Now go get some. I've been looking around, looking for stuff more decent. It's the point now. I need to sell my secret. I'll leave it for the reason that I'm around. I can give it the freedom. I learned I'm walking nowhere particular. I see myself talking, waiting on the administrator. And this morning I'm waiting to visit her. So they're going, drinking my vinegar. Guess who? I'm back with my crave. Guess who? I'm gonna be my slave. Back with my crave. Guess who? I'm gonna be my slave. The right mix. You see me joking with the lies I describe. This people sends me burning, I can only transcribe. I shout to confide. I say, boom, taste the young. Hold up, it says Marcone. In the thunder, need to wonder. You don't love me, I'm the number. Tricks.
Baking and weighing and baking and naming and tasting and taking and blaming it all. Tasting and taking and blaming it all. Like this.
I'm on the block to reclaim, holding on only to atone, proclaim, to condone, maintain, build the zone. Yes, who? I'm back with my prey. Yes, who? I'm gonna be my slave. The winning host, I'm gonna get my fix. The only one that's most gonna give me kicks. I'm gonna be my slave. Gonna be the post, I want you to mix.
Hey guys, we're back again. Skrazie's just done his album launch. So, did it go as planned?
Oh, it went fantastic. I'm on top of the world right now.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out again, guys. Shout out to this fucking large water bottle.
Yeah! It's just water!
I'm sorry.
Skull Jacks!
After the show, will? After the set?
I'll hold the door.
Okay. Maybe you can sort that out after the show. So I started music or hip hop about 4 years ago, and I always had the intention initially to finish an album and finish a project. And now that it's finally here, the support has been overwhelming with what I've accomplished. I'm so proud to be here right now on this day, the day of my launch, and I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and showing your support. You guys are fucking amazing. Make some noise for yourselves!
Anything that you got nervous about on the actual night?
Yeah, I was quite nervous, running around like a headless chicken trying to organise everything, but as soon as I got on stage, I just knew I was going to own that shit, so I did, and it was fucking fantastic. DJ Uncle Sam, shout out to you. You did a fantastic job. Any future gigs, I'd definitely be hitting this guy up.
So you played us 8 pretty awesome songs from the album, and then you played us one bonus track at the very end. Pretty cool. When is that album going to come out?
Oh, I'm not sure. I think I need to set myself a goal, but it can't be too extreme and it can't be too cruisy. The next album should be out at the end of next year, so that's my goal. I've done that one track that everyone heard on the night. I'm not sure when I'm going to release it or if I'm going to do a video. It's just kind of a teaser thing for everyone who came. So if you came and you heard that.
So your last performance was with Rob Shaker. How do you think your performance on that night went to your performance on this night?
Shout out to Rob Shaker for giving me all the gigs that he's given me and giving me the opportunity to jump on stage, because without him I wouldn't have had a chance really. Bushka was my last gig. I wasn't in the right headspace. I was going through a lot of things and I wasn't sure if hip hop was something that I wanted to continue.
Those last 3 tracks really hit it hard with me. When we experience significant points in our lives, it either changes us for the better or for the worse. While your life is not defined by your experiences, it is in only by the way in which you perceive them. And while we're all going through the same similar sort of things, the outcome may not always be the same. All we can do is try and change it for the better and take all the positive energy out of everything that happens in our lives. And that's what my music's all about. That's what I did with those last 3 tracks. Took all the negativity and put it into music, because at the end of the day, if I can create a positive vibe and give someone inspiration, then I'm winning.
So I think the acts did good, and cheers for coming out and performing your tracks.
I would like to take this moment out right now to personally thank my sister for everything she's done. Always supporting me, always supporting my music, always promoting my music, always offering great advice in the next step to my music, and even paying for numerous things such as the stickers, and thank you to my mum who put in for that as well, and even sponsoring my gig on social media. Also for helping out tonight and just for going above and beyond all the time. Can we make some noise for Kylie? Thanks, Kylie.
Love you, bro.
Love you too.
I just wasn't feeling it. The set that I did yesterday night, that was just through the roof. There's no comparison. The way I just interacted with the crowd, not stuffing up my words is a big thing. Everything all came together. The crowd just had so much love and they were willing to participate in all the things that I was asking them to do, keen to listen, so I think there's absolutely no comparison.
I saw you actually do an acapella with the crowd. You got them to clap.
Yeah, that was actually a little bit hard to try and get everyone to clap. I started clapping and people were just like, for a second they're like, what are you doing? They kind of gave me that look.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually a couple of them started clapping, and then before you knew it, the whole room was clapping, making their own beat, 1, 2, which is what I asked them to do so I could do my verse for the art form.
So this show's not all about me, it's about you guys, because if you guys weren't here tonight, it wouldn't be a great night. So I want to include you guys while I do my verse from the art form. So if you guys clap along and count in your head, 1, 2, 1, 2, and just keep clapping along. guys. Hands up and clap. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Come on, keep going. Yeah. So asking the question all about what I'm doing. Just a little fake suggestion will be leaving me accruing. While I take a lecture, you collapse and you're spewing. Deteriorating upon infection, I clap while I'm just viewing. So with all my intention, I'll break your concept of ruin. Just a little negative affection which will have you reviewing. The need for obsession, now it's shredded to the viewers. I really want to spill the deception, so I'm speaking out most fluent. Past the boundary, summoning up to the darkness. Seen as a little bit cloudy, proceeding to grasp this. I rise proudly, killing the vibe that's harshest. Making myself known loudly, presenting as the sharpest. So I ask this, is it a crime? Cause if it is, I'm doing the time. So I ask this, is it a crime? Cause if it is, I'm doing the time. Make some fucking noise for yourselves! Okay. I'm honoured to call up to the stage right now Nick and the band from here on in. Come on guys, get up here! We got something special for you tonight. Tonight. You? This is what you came for. Yeah! When life comes and knocks you down, and it seems there's no way out. Show me what will you do now? Just stand up and make yourself proud. I'll keep singing. Till my lungs collapse, I get back my soul. My focus now, get back these songs. They keep me alive, that I'll never forget. All the reasons why. Till my lungs collapse, get back my soul. Till my focus now, get back these songs. They keep me alive, I won't testify. Any part of my life
To anyone but me.
it's gonna become tough and expresses and matters. When life comes and knocks you down, and it seems there's no way out. Show me what will you do now? To stand up and make yourself proud. I won't justify any part of my life.
Been stuck in this game for too long now. Trying to keep this flame burning bright. But it gets harder to stay focused with each sleepless night that passes me by. I can't keep wasting my
All the
life.
hate within this industry and all the fools that create a scene with no ability. I'm not going to wait, no would I could it willingly. I've given the scene a shake, overcome the hostility. I'm here, I know I won't leave. I won't stop as long as I can breathe. So clear to keep on doing me. It's all I've got so I can be at peace.
And I know I'll never leave. I won't stop as long as I can breathe. So glad to keep on doing that. It's all I've got so I can be at peace. Fuck yeah.
How fucking good was that? Can we make some noise to from here on in and now? Yes.
So you had 5 pass from here on in and stages performed. All of them I thought went pretty well. What do you think of them?
I think they all did alright. They all came on the night, they all performed their sets. All my family and friends came down, and it's just really unfortunate that from here on in, the lead guitarist, one of his strings broke on the night. But those guys kept their heads high, and they continued the show, which is fantastic and which is what you should always do no matter what.
There is no steps, I know yes, our life is against, but there is no answer, and then it's all blessed. Whatever your plans were, then it's all dead, then it's all cancer, set to compress.
Made a family of bloodshed and broken homes. I don't wanna live like this. I don't wanna do this no more. I don't wanna live like this.
So you went and performed at the Civic Hotel, a local place in Inglewood near the Perth City. How do you think the crowd was there? And how do you think the atmosphere was?
I think the crowd was fantastic. The venue was great, and I think the atmosphere was great as well. The crowd was getting into it, they were loving it. A huge thing for me, having my friends and family supporting me, is one of the main things that anyone needs to succeed, I believe. Next time I'm doing a show, I'm probably going to be doing it there.
Did you get much merchandise sales?
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to do as well as I did. Made $220 in merch sales, which is great, and shout out to everyone who bought merch. The shirts just went like that, it was crazy. The stubby holders was the most favourite item on sale, so yeah, it went great.
See, that's what music's all about.
That was awesome.
Thank you. Okay, I've got one more performance for you guys tonight. Can I get everybody to pull out your phones and turn the torches on for this one? Because this is Eminence. Come on, guys. Fuck yeah, that's it, yeah. Woo! While the pressure's applied, his mind does caress, and once again, he's running through stress, his life again. He has an idea to do something new, to release all his fear and not listen to the feelings. Here's my eminence, a realization to my aspiration, be your faith, and a promise to glisten and be happy, right? Even if it excels a decade, at least to himself he's not betrayed. He won't be phased what many may think, they can talk for days, all they do is shrink. A realization to my aspiration, aiming toward you, I cross into your view. Of all these elements, here's my relevance, an invitation to my situations. Here's my relevance, an invitation to my situations. The possibilities of this rise from showing capabilities he thought were long gone. When he decided to come and take this pledge, his life just decided to be living on the edge. Still a simplistic path with no potential, it made him ballistic, a passing with essential. Relevance, an invitation to my situation. I didn't come prepared.
For the boys!
Saturday's for boys.
Don't talk the boys!
Sorry guys, I didn't bring any more. I just have my... Well, I do have one special surprise for you guys. Firstly, I would just like to thank each and every one of you for coming here to support me tonight on my journey. It means the world. You guys are fucking amazing. Make some more noise for yourselves. Come on, guys. Woo! Thank you, brother. I'm not going to be performing this one, but DJ Uncle Sam's going to be playing it through the speakers so you all can have a listen. Thank you for coming out tonight. You guys are fucking amazing. If you want to come and chat, come see me. If you want anything signed, come see me. Peace.
Down the mountain, head first from the peak, looking at the outcome. It's what I really need to see. Keep seconds counting. There isn't much time to speak with everything around and how it seems so unique. Back here and I'm running you down, chasing every ounce of fear straight ahead in front of you now.
Had so much energy, man. Like just fucking flying away.
Did you get many sales?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
So much, especially the shirts.
I'm going to make sure he's walking the herd. Oh, yeah? I'm fostering it. What do you reckon, like? He's come a long way. Not bad. A good old Marcone Park and beach where he's up here. Good shit, man. Yeah. Skrazie, man. It's crazy. It was actually crazy.
The album launch is done and dusted now. Is there anybody else you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank a whole lot of people, everyone, my fans, everyone supporting me over the years, all the new support, everyone who came out to the gig. You guys are the most important people, and I'd like to thank you. Also, I'd like to thank Nick for hosting the night, Kylie for everything she does, doing the merch on the night. I'd like to thank the DJ, the acts for coming out. I'd like to thank Marcone, the man right here, for filming the night. Scotty for doing the photography. Everyone who helped out, I really appreciate it. You guys did a great job, and the night was a success because of it.
Anything from this show that will stay with you for the rest of your life?
Let's qualify shot. My squad's so
How's it been going?
Excellent.
I think the whole show will stay with me for the rest of my life. I got a big poster made that I'm going to hang on the wall, getting a collage made, doing this documentary, got all the tracks. Just being up on stage after 2 years of a dry spell, it's definitely going to be a highlight of my life forever. That's what I'm going to live by. They're the moments that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. I'll never forget it.
Let us conduct a side for us to grab our thoughts so we then can write the lyrics on our reports.